In the quiet suburb of Oakwood Estates, Karen Blackwell ruled like a queen on a petty throne. As president of the Homeowners Association for 6 long years, the retired bank manager patrolled the streets daily, clipboard in hand, enforcing rules with the zeal of a dictator. Her neighbors whispered about her iron fist, but few dared challenge her until John Ramirez moved in. John, a 52-year-old powerhouse, owned Ramirez Construction Services, a third-generation concrete business valued at $2.3 million. Fresh off a divorce, he'd bought his new home for $485,000 in cash, pouring sweat into renovations that turned the place into a gem. His work trucks, neatly parked in the driveway, were essential tools of his trade. But one crisp morning, a certified letter arrived from Karen, a violation notice demanding he remove the commercial vehicles or pay a $500 monthly fine. The hypocrisy burned. Karen's husband, Robert, had a massive RV squatting in their yard like an untouchable monument. John reviewed the HOA covenants. No such rule existed. Yet Karen's son, Tim, who ran a landscaping company, parked his own commercial rigs there weekly without a peep. Fuming, John marched to her door. "This is targeted," he accused. Karen smirked, dismissing it as different circumstances. Her eyes narrowed with something darker, perhaps disdain for John's blue-collar roots, his Hispanic heritage, or just the threat of someone who wouldn't bow. It smelled like discrimination, pure and simple, wrapped in a power trip. The feud ignited. Karen called an emergency board meeting with just 3 cronies, violating bylaws that required a quorum. They secretly voted in a new ordinance banning commercial vehicles, slamming the door before John could arrive. He burst in, phone recording, exposing the illegality. Digging deeper, he uncovered Tim's overnight equipment storage and Robert's RV and boat flouting the same rules. The board's selective enforcement reeked of favoritism. At the next meeting, John struck back, projecting photos of the inconsistencies. "This is harassment. Discrimination," he thundered. Karen blustered about non-existent grandfather clauses and exemptions for her family. Threats flew, fines. Liens, and John captured it all, vowing to lawyer up. The room crackled with tension. Whispers of racism and class warfare rippled through the crowd. Karen escalated ruthlessly. She tipped off a city inspector, who found John's property spotless. Undeterred, she filed bogus complaints with the state contractor board, alleging shoddy work. John's background check on her revealed skeletons: bankruptcy, shady refinancings, and a history of bullying owners into below-market sales. He hired attorney Emily Gonzalez, a HOA shark. Meanwhile, Karen pushed a $5,000 special assessment per household extortion, caught on tape. The neighborhood fractured. Working families like Tom Henderson's rallied in secret meetings, resisting Karen's tyranny. She threatened elderly widow Mrs. Ellis with violations over her garden gnomes, bullied Tom's family with noise complaints, and harassed single mom Lisa Thompson over her kids' toys. Liens piled up, foreclosure whispers loomed. Rumors surfaced of Karen's husband partnering with Summit Developments for a redevelopment scheme, displacing undesirables for profit. Inspections intensified. Grass too tall, paint chipped, minor infractions weaponized. John dove into the records. HOA funds diverted, $47,000 embezzled into personal accounts. Emails dripped with bigotry, slurs against those types like John. Kickbacks from Summit confirmed the corruption. Neighbors organized underground. Witness statements, surveillance footage. The air thickened with controversy, accusations of elitism, graft, even civil rights abuses. Then, the bombshell. At the county recorder's office, John unearthed a forgotten clause. His property retained master developer rights from the subdivision's founding. It granted veto power over rules, 51% voting weight, the ability to oust board members, and demand damages. A game changer. He built his case quietly, letting Karen dig her grave deeper. Assembling a team: accountant Dave for finances, Tom for spying, Lisa for rallying support. They amassed evidence: embezzlement trails, discriminatory patterns, harassment logs. Strategy: bait Karen into more outrages. Desperate, she vandalized John's trucks, sparked smear campaigns with fake reviews and BBB complaints. She sicked CPS on Tom's family and adult services on Mrs. Ellis. Economic sabotage followed, undercutting bids, tailing crews. A press conference hyped the summit deal, but media scrutiny backfired, exposing the scandal. Karen offered John $50,000 to leave recorded, laced with veiled threats. She even tried blocking streets and suspending his license. The climax erupted at the annual HOA meeting, packed with furious residents, media, and police. Petitions circulated, testimonies poured out. Lisa on lost sleep from stress, Tom on fearing for his kids, Mrs. Ellis on feeling terrorized. Chaos peaked as John projected the developer documents. "I hold the master rights," he declared. "All your rules, fines, foreclosures void." Embezzlement proof flashed next. Auditors confirmed the theft. Karen's face drained white. Police cuffed her on the spot amid gasps and cheers. In the aftermath, Karen faced charges: embezzlement, extortion, fraud, civil rights violations. Her house foreclosed, family shattered. A new board elected Lisa as president. $23,000 in refunds flowed back. HOA insurance paid settlements. John's business boomed from the publicity. The community healed scholarships for kids, festivals fostering unity, events embracing diversity. John's fight exposed the ugly underbelly of suburban power: corruption, prejudice, greed. It sparked debates nationwide, inspiring others to challenge tyrants in their backyards. Perseverance and collective fury had toppled an empire, transforming Oakwood into a beacon of inclusion.